This is Matador News, and these are today's headlines. The director of Wuhan Hospital dies of coronavirus as infections mount in China. A pigeon that can't fly befriends a puppy that can't walk. A NASCAR driver is in serious condition after a crash on President's Day.
Hello, and welcome to Matador News. I am Mareo Ahmir Lawson.
And I am Brenda, Saldana.
The director of the Wuchang Hospital in Wuhan, China, has died after contracting the deadly coronavirus. Lu Ziming was a neurosurgeon and the first known senior healthcare worker to die from the virus, also known as COVID-19. The coronavirus death toll is now more than 1,873. The number of new confirmed cases today in China is almost 1,900. That brings the total of infected people around the world to more than 73,000.
The Boy Scouts of America has filed for bankruptcy. The organization is facing about 300 lawsuits from former scouts who claim they were sexually abused by scout leaders. In 2018, the Boy Scouts began considering bankruptcy and hired a law firm to organize a way to compensate the victims. The organization says it will use the Chapter 11 process to reorganize and keep going. BSA officials have also published an open letter apologizing to the victims.
A series of protests are taking place in Mexico City after a 7-year-old girl was found dead. The child, identified as Fatima, was last seen at her school. Police say she was taken by an unknown woman. Her body was found by authorities in a rural area on Saturday. Mexico City prosecutors have video footage of the woman walking away with the girl and have offered a reward for more information. So far, they have questioned 5 people on the case. The family said that she could have been found alive, but officials paid no attention to them, and they waited hours to file the missing persons report. Protesters say too many women are being murdered in Mexico.
President Trump is in LA today for fundraising dinner at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Air Force One is due to touch down this afternoon at about 3. The president will be here for about 4 hours. The White House says he will meet up with the LA 2028 Olympic Committee. Trump will also visit Bakersfield tomorrow and speak with farmers about water issues. Then he's going to Rancho Mirage for a fundraiser at the home of Oracle founder Larry Ellison. Supporters are paying $250,000 each to play golf with the president. The last time President Trump visited LA was in September. The LAPD and the Secret Service are not yet releasing reports of street closures, but drivers should expect delays and detours on the west side.
Bernie Sanders is gaining ground in the polls. He now has a double-digit lead in the race for the Democratic nomination. He's at 31%, up 9 points in the past 6 weeks, that is. Sanders is currently on the campaign trail in Nevada.
With your help, we're going to win here in Nevada.
In second place, former New York mayor and billionaire Mike Bloomberg. He is appearing in his first debate tonight. As the third state on the primary calendar, Nevada's Democratic Party is making sure to announce results and count votes on time. Voting in the caucuses began last Saturday and will continue through today. The full slate of caucuses will be held on Saturday.
Now let's go to Matador News. Reporter Yahaira Joaquin Flores in the newsroom with the latest on how CSUN is preparing his students for voting.
Thank you, Brenda. CSUN is holding its big politics event today. The event is being held at the Matador Square. CSUN students say it's important to vote.
I think it's important for students to vote because they really need to exercise that right to vote, as well as express their needs, their desires, what they want to see.
I think it's important for students to vote because it makes them aware of what's going on in their world, what is directly affecting them.
There will be a proposition and voter registration booth to help students educate themselves and prepare for the upcoming election. Now let's go back to Marcela Rosa with the latest in business news.
Thank you, Yahaira. U.S. stocks are lower today after Apple announced the coronavirus outbreak in China would hurt its second quarter results. The news reignited fears the disease may disrupt manufacturer supply chains and have broad significations for the global economy and financial markets. Apple says the health of its employees and contract workers is its priority and is working closely with health experts. Apple says that means its first quarter revenue will miss the target range, about $65 billion. The stock is currently down about 7 points. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos says he will give $10 billion to fight against climate change. The money will go into the news organization Bezos Earth Fund. Bezos Earth Fund will pay for scientists, activists, and nonprofit organizations to find effective ways to protect the environment. Amazon plans to switch to electric vehicles and become carbon neutral by 2040. Now let's go to Jairo Jimenez for the latest news in health.
A new study says the less you sleep, the more likely you are to eat too much sugar and fat. The study from Columbia University researchers and appealing the Journal of America's Heart Association says a lack of sleep stimulates hunger and represses the feeling of being full. It's a bit of a victim circle, though, because overeating can also be a factor in not sleeping well. Changing your sleeping routine and diet can improve your health. The Tokyo Marathon has been restricted to elite runners only because of new cases of the coronavirus confirmed in Japan. Organizers decided they could not continue the event by the scale they had originally planned. Despite the high number of confirmed cases, runners were still planning on attending the event before cancellation. About 38,000 runners competed in last year's race. This is one of the 6 largest marathons in the world. Restricted runners will be able to defer their entry to 2021, but the entrance fees will not be refunded. The Tokyo Marathon is the latest event to be affected by the corona outbreak, as last week Tokyo had no plans to cancel or change the 2020 Olympic Games. Let's go back to Marcel for the latest on entertainment news.
Thank you, Jairo. Deliberations in the rape trial of Harvey Weinstein started today in New York City. Jury members will await accusers' testimony against the Weinstein contention that past sexual acts were consensual. The 67-year-old Hollywood producer is charged with raping a woman in a Manhattan hotel in 2015 and sexually assaulting another woman in 2006. The trial comes 2 years after more than 80 sexual harassment and assault accusations against Weinstein launched the #MeToo movement. The top charge against Weinstein, predatory sexual assault, carries a maximum life sentence. Paramount movie Sonic the Hedgehog made $70 million in its opening during President's Day weekend, marking the studio's biggest opening since Mission Impossible Fallout in summer 2018. Analysts says the movie will most likely earn $200 million nationwide. Paramount has endured a dismal run, topped by big-budget misses such as Gemini Man and Terminator Dark Fate in late 2019. Sonic is also off a strong start internationally, where it made about $113 million. Matador News reporter Matthew Yahata is in the newsroom to talk about the new video technology that can be misleading to viewers.
Thanks, Marcela. Videos of celebrities and public figures have been surfacing online, making it look like they said something they never did. Take this example of Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. The creator made it look like they acted in the movie Back to the Future. In reality, their faces are digitally pasted on top of Michael J. Fox's character, Marty McFly, and Christopher Lloyd's character, Dr. Brown. While this video may seem harmless, CSUN computer science professor Jeffrey Wiegley says this technology can be used to spread misinformation.
I would say I can't see any benefit to it whatsoever. If you were going to have that interview with that person, then you should really have that interview with that person, and you should be publicizing what that person actually said so that people can actually make accurate and objective analysis.
Professor Wiegley says this technology to create deepfakes is not as impressive as you may think. He describes it as using algorithms to Photoshop the faces on each frame of the clip. That's all for me. Let's take it back to Jairo with sports news.
Thank you, Matthew. And Florida NASCAR driver Ryan Newman is recovering after suffering serious injuries in the final lap of the Daytona 500 race. Danny Hammond, who took the win, says he sends prayers to Newman.
That's kind of the worst case scenario you can possibly have anytime you have a wreck, is to have somebody kind of nose in right there where your head's at. So hopefully we're praying for the best, and we know Ryan's a heck of a tough guy, and so we're gonna hope he comes out of this good.
Ford Motor Company officials posted on social media they are grateful Newman, also known as Rockerman, is recovering from the accident. Now let's go back with Mareo with more news.
Thank you, Jairo. In Rochester, New York, it's puppy love between an infant chihuahua and a rescue pigeon. The unlikely pair are named Herman and Lundy. They are residents of the MIA Foundation, an organization that rescues and rehabilitates animals with birth defects and physical deformities. The nonprofit's founder says the couple, like all successful couples, make each other better. Herman is a pigeon who has suffered neurological damage and cannot fly. Lundy is a newborn Chihuahua puppy who cannot use his back legs. The pair cuddle and snuggle as if they were born together. Photos of the two have encouraged animal lovers to donate to the organization. Aw, isn't that cute?
The temperature in Northridge is 55 degrees. We can expect the temperature to drop to 46 degrees tonight. The high for today is 75 degrees with mostly sunny skies and a humidity level of 74%. The warm weather will continue into tomorrow and until the end of the week. Early this morning, a rare lunar occultation was visible in the LA skies, and that means that the Earth and the Moon and the planet Mars were all in alignment.
Thank you for watching Matador News. I am Ahmir Lawson.
And I'm Brenda Saldana.
And I'm Jairo Jimenez.
I am Marcela Rosa.